Hi, thank you so much for being with us at the Gazette. I'm Natasha, Lynn. Here are your top stories of the week. Manitou Springs Elementary students and faculty were evacuated twice this week due to an unknown substance inside the building, causing symptoms such as coughing, watery eyes, bloody nose, and nausea. The hazmat team is testing and investigating the substance. Colorado Springs police and fire departments on Sunday evening encountered an explosion at a residence in South Colorado Springs, injuring 3 people. New details emerged in the shooting and killing of a man at a Colorado Springs auto shop, where the suspect remains on the loose. According to the affidavit, the shooting stemmed from an argument at the shop between the 2 people involved over a pre-existing dispute. We had a wonderful feature where we got to speak with some Colorado Springs locals about Ski Broadmoor and their experience skiing there growing up. One was even a ski instructor there. The Holly Leaf, where it's Christmas all year long in Old Colorado City, will permanently close its doors at the end of 2024. The Buffalo Ridge Trading Post and Out West will also close. The Colorado Springs Police Department had a non-lethal officer-involved shooting on the east side of the city Tuesday afternoon, injuring a woman. The Senate approved the annual defense bill Wednesday that moves National Guard units into the active duty Space Force after facing opposition from every governor in the country. We found out over the weekend a new batch of laws will be enacted in 2025. All eggs sold in Colorado will need to be from cage-free hens. The law also requires producers to have 1 square foot of floor space per hen. Farms with fewer than 3,000 hens are exempt from the law. Producers who do not adhere to the new rules can be fined up to $1,000 by the Department of Agriculture. Using a phone that's not hands-free while driving will be illegal. There are several exceptions to the law, such as in emergencies or by first responders. First-time offenders will be fined $75, and 2 points will also be deducted from their driver's license. There will be some updates to car seat rules. The bill increases the age that a child is required to be in a booster seat from 8 to 9 years old, and raises the age and weight of children who must be in rear-facing car seats from under 1 year to under 2 years old, and from under 20 pounds to under 40 pounds. Any handguns left inside an empty vehicle must be stored in a locked, hard-sided container out of plain sight. The vehicle must also be locked while unattended. Other firearms can be stored in soft-sided containers, as long as the weapon has a locking device. There are some exceptions to this law, including for antique firearms, law enforcement officers, and people who live in recreational vehicles. Colorado's minimum wage will increase from $14.42 to $14.81 per hour, and the wage for tipped workers will increase from $11.40 to $11.79 an hour. There will be a ban on forever chemicals in cosmetics and furniture. This will prohibit the sale of cosmetics, furniture, towels, and bedding which have certain chemicals in them. There will be an increased protections for minor workers, and the protection orders for victims of crimes will be modified. The law will allow protection orders to be filed in any county where the behavior occurred, permits judges to extend temporary protection orders for up to a year, and requires people involved in cases of domestic violence that include physical threats or force to relinquish all firearms. Autopsy reports for minors will no longer be considered public record, and medical malpractice and wrongful death damages will be largely increased, and siblings will now be included in the list of individuals allowed to sue for wrongful death. Thanks so much for sticking with us. Keep an eye out for new stories coming out every day on our website, gazette.com, on our social media channels, and on our YouTube TV channel. Happy holidays, and we'll see you next week.